Hey everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and I am doing a tarot tag. It's been a while, and now I'm ready to get back into tarot tags. So here we go. This is the 100 questions no one ever asked, and this was originally created by Willow Wind, the Thrifty Witch, and I am looking forward to getting to know more about her channel and who she is, and I've been enjoying watching all the favorite YouTubers discuss these questions and answers. It's been fun. So I'm ready to dive in and share a little bit about myself. So let's get started. I have to preface this with, it is Friday evening and it has been a pretty hot week in Sacramento, about 100 degrees, I think, at the peak of the week. And now it's like 90 degrees. Not now, it's probably like only 80. But I'm chilling with a beer and enjoying my Friday evening with you. All right, so here we go. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? In my bedroom, I do not have the closets inside the actual bedroom. And that's, to me, like a blessing and a curse. The closets are actually inside my master bathroom, which is great. You know, I get dressed, I turn around, after I shower, and I pick out my clothes, but I don't like my clothes being in the same area where my bathroom is. I just don't. I'm kind of weird that way, but I'm dealing with this. The last two master bathrooms in my life have had this kind of setup, which has been a little weird to me, but whatever. But the doors stay closed primarily. I don't really like I feel like it keeps things tidy when the doors are closed. Plus I have big mirrored 1980s mirrored doors. And I just like it again. It just looks tidier when the mirrored doors are closed and clean. So that, to answer the question, the doors stay closed, but they're not in my room. So. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? I used to, when I used to have straight hair and I used to flat iron my hair all the time, or I used to relax it. Now that I wear it natural, where I'm not relaxing or processing or flat ironing my hair, I can't use typically the same shampoos that people, who have straight hair. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn on my music. I cannot use that shampoo, so no, I'm not taking it. So yeah, I guess I could take it for others, but I don't really feel the need to do that. Okay, do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Okay, I would prefer to sleep with them out. I like a big old mess, like a nest, a fluffy nest of a bed, but my husband, for all practical purposes, likes the sheets tucked in. He likes to actually sleep on top of all the covers. And I like to sleep underneath the covers, even in the hot. It's weird. I feel like I have to be cocooned in a blanket. Even if it's a sheet, I have to be cocooned. So we have an interesting setup. Like, it's kind of frustrating sometimes because he sleeps on the outside. I'm sleeping underneath the covers, but lately, since it's been hot, I've been kind of sleeping on top of the covers too, and maybe just pulling up like a throw blanket over me, which is practical in the morning because I have to wake up at like 5. Sometimes I wake up about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, and when I wake up, it's quick to make up the bed when everything's already tucked and tidied or whatever. So that I'll give him, but if it were up to me, the bed would be like a big old nest. Let's see. Have you stolen a street sign before? No. I have relatives and friends who have, and I remember looking in their room and in their bedroom, and they have that on their, like a sign, like a street sign on their wall. Maybe it's their name, their last name or something like that. I'm thinking, you went through all that trouble to get that? What a hassle. So no. Let's see. Do you like to use Post-it notes? Oh my gosh, yes. I am a Post-it note queen. I have different colors. For a while, I was going through different shapes of Post-its. At work, as I work in like insurance, so a lot of the paper files can be very boring. So I jazz them up with colorful, beautiful watermelon Post-its or something like that. I don't know. And I put Post-its of affirmations that I'm really working on, for that week, or for those couple of weeks or a month. I put those affirmations and I stick them on my bathroom mirrors so I can look at them and say them in the mornings. So I do use Post-its, and I use them at work. I use them at home. I use them everywhere. Let's see. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? I used to do that. I'm not really a coupon person. Every now and then friends will give me like coupons to like my mom will give me some to the department store Macy's, or like my friend might be like, oh, she might give me a designer bag coupon, and I'm like, I'm not going to use it. I've gone through my designer bag phase, and I'm glad I have, because now I have a whole new phase that's taken over, which is tarot. So I can't have too expensive things going on, like designer handbags, tarot cards. Can't work. So I don't do that anymore. So yeah, I don't use those coupons because I don't really need them. And then as far as like food coupons and things, no. I just shop at a lower price store and hope that I'm paying the best price. I don't go searching around for the best price. I should probably, but my energy is best served focusing on other things. Let's see. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? I would rather be attacked by bees because I'm not allergic. And I think like my girl from, oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. I'm drawing a blank on her name. It's going to piss me off that I'm doing that. But anyways, love her to pieces. Oh my gosh. Anyways, she said that she could outrun, sorry, I had a call coming through. She says she can outrun the bees, and I tend to agree. I think that I can outrun some bees. I'm not confident that I can outrun a bear. I'm not confident that I could stand up and get all big and like try to scare it away. Not confident at all about that. So I'm going to say bees. All right. Let's see. Do you have freckles? No, I don't have freckles. Do you always smile for pictures? Yes, I do. What is your biggest pet peeve? Oh gosh. People coming up to my house unannounced, like said person coming up to my house unannounced. So now I have to end my video for a moment and then resume this because I just saw someone drive up who's visiting me unannounced. That's a pet peeve. I was actually stumped until then. So I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. That's probably not my biggest pet peeve though. Although that could arguably one of my top pet peeves. I don't know. Probably people who constantly repeat the same stories over and over. That might be a pet peeve. That's like nails on a chalkboard situation. I don't know. Okay. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? No. Have you peed in the woods? Yes. My family, we go on annual camping trips. Although lately we've been kind of spoiled where we, oh, Daniel, your dog, where we've been having cabins, not doing the outdoor camping much anymore. But back when we did, yes, I did pee in the woods. Have you ever pooped in the woods? Now, the outdoor camping we did have, in most instances, had access to a facility like a bathroom, a toilet, or at least a very fancy hole in the ground. So, yes and no. Yes, we were in the wild, like the grand woods, but no, because if you walk far enough, you find one of those little outhouse kind of things. Let's see. Do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Yes, I just dance all the time. It's like I dance is probably as soon as I wake up in the morning. I'm just kind of moving around, just kind of feeling the vibes, whatever the vibes I'm feeling at the moment. Do you chew your pens and pencils? No, I do not. How many people have you slept with this week? I slept next to one person this week. As far as sleeping with, well, we're married, so I'm sure you can understand what that may all entail. And I can honestly say it didn't entail what you may think it entailed. So, I don't know. It's a crazy question. But I've slept with one person, or next to one person this week. What is the size of your bed? It is queen size. And we've toyed with the idea of getting a king size. But it would need to be long because my husband and I are tall people. So we would need a longer king. I forgot what they call it. I don't know if that's like the traditional king and then the California king is the wide one, or if it's vice versa. I don't know which one it is. And then it was too much effort to like go and look for a new bed. So we just decided to deal with what we got, which is a queen, and it seems to work for us. Let's see. What is your song of the week? What is my song of the week? I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't really have a song of the week. I listen to a variety of songs all the time. So yeah, I don't have a song of the week, sadly. To be honest, I've been grieving. Two of my close friends had passed away within probably a month of one another. And so, yeah, music comes on. Yes, I love music, and I normally have a song of the week or a song of the day, but I couldn't tell you. It's been kind of a blur in that regard. So, is it okay for guys to wear pink? Yes. Everybody can wear whatever color they want to wear. Do you still watch cartoons? Yeah, but not because I'm necessarily wanting to watch them, but more so because my daughter wants to watch them. My son, Daniel, who's 16, just turned 16, he wants to see The Incredibles 2, which comes out tonight, June 15th. And I may take them to go see that, but just because, no, I'm not really into cartoons anymore. I don't really have time for cartoons anymore. I long since stopped having time and energy for cartoons. Let's see. What is your least favorite movie? My least favorite movie was probably, there's always a few, but the one that I went to the actual movies to see and I left saying I'm pissed off about that movie was something M. Shalahan, I think that's his name. And he had a movie called The Village. I think that's what it was called. The Village. And he was the creator of the movie The Signs, or the director, I guess. And Signs was a good movie. I was like, oh, I like Signs. Signs, I'm really digging that one. I did not like The Village because I could see the whole story from start to finish. I'm a writer at heart, and so, plot and plot twists and things like that really matter to me, and it pissed me off. I was not intrigued. I was not scared. I was not impressed. I was not enlightened. I thought it was a waste of money and time. And some people really like that movie, and I'm still trying to understand why. I just, yeah. But, let's see. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? I'd be so worried about burying it in the first place. I probably wouldn't bury it at all. I don't know. I'd have to ponder that. I'd probably be able to worry and just be pondering and worrying and not figuring out where to bury it. So I don't know what to tell you about that. Let's see. What do you drink with dinner? Oh, and the reason why I would fret is because my first real job was working for a bank. And so they used to always impress upon us that people who would stuff their money under mattresses and like bury it and stuff were fools. Although that's arguable considering since I've worked for the bank, which was that was like in 1998, and I've seen economic crises and such. I don't know. I don't think they're that crazy, but still it's like implanted in my brain. Like, no, you cannot hide money under a mattress or in under a bunker somewhere. I don't know. Weird how corporations can infiltrate everything. Let's see. Sorry, Bishop. Okay, where are we? Okay, what do you drink with dinner? Now, tonight I had some street tacos and a beer, but typically water. And a treat would be lemonade. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? Sweet and sour. Shh, Bishop. See, that's the other thing that was upsetting. Because of my interruption with my pet peeve earlier with unexpected guests, I ran out of time, and then everybody who was gone is now pretty much back at the house. So that's why that probably actually does rank as number one. Although I was happy the folks came by, give them a big old hug and a kiss. But yeah. Anyways, okay. What movies could you watch over and over again and still love? Okay. These you may or may not understand, so bear with me here. The first one would be Fools Rushed In. Okay, I think it has Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry, I think is his name. I love that movie. I love the music, the soundtrack. The song To the Tango. To the Tango is by Vanessa Dow, I think is her name. Love her. Loved her before Fools Rush In. Loved her after that movie. And it was just a sign of the times, that movie. It was like made, I think, in 96, 97. I don't know. And so it's a cute little love story. It's kind of based on a true story. And it's about, Anglo-Saxon guy falling in love with a Latina who their love is inconvenient, and it's just a quirky little story on how they navigate that and the culture differences, and it's so cute. I just love it. So I watched that movie over and over again. I've watched like Color Purple over and over again. I've watched, oh my gosh, when I was a kid, this is strange, but I watched this movie called The Women of Brewster Place over and over again, like on VHS cassette. Watched it over and over again, like dozens and dozens of times. And it was like a mini series, so it's like maybe at least 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours. And I would just press play and have it constantly playing. And Oprah Winfrey was in it. Like, it would have all these different top celebrities, and it was about this a little small community of black women in a very impoverished area in I think it was 1960s. and maybe it's like some, you know, fictitious town that's like Chicago or something, and about people having the haves and the have-nots, and it was a beautiful story. I actually read the book by, I think, Gloria Naynor. Anyways, the story is just beautiful, and I love it, and I watched it over and over again, and I'd watch it over and over again if I had it on DVR today. The other movies I've watched over and over again are very obscure movies. The director is David Lynch. The movie I'm thinking of is Mulholland Drive, and then the other movie is Inland Empire. He directed Twin Peaks. If you know anything about Twin Peaks, you kind of get a flavor for kind of what Mulholland Drive, and even though they're all kind of different movies. He did like Lost Highway and, oh God, Blue Velvet or something? I can't remember that one. But Mulholland Drive, watched that movie 1,000 times. I'm being crazy. But I watched it over and over again. I love those psychological screw with my head kind of movies. And there was always clues and nuances. I'm a woman that loves like movies that are like, oh, I need to watch it a third time to like really capture like, what was that? What did I miss there? Oh, that twist, that angle. Love that movie for that. So I watch it over and over again. So yeah. Where are we? Last person you kissed you. My husband. Yeah, my husband. And were you ever a Boy or Girl Scout? No. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? No. Maybe. I lie. Maybe. Depends. I'd be like Demi Moore-esque, you know, where you kind of like covering up the certain parts, but yeah. Let's see, what do we have? When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Not necessarily letters, but I do write. I do send cards, and I do send thank you cards, handwritten thank you cards, and I do try to add extra messages to greeting cards. So I did that like maybe, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Can you change the oil on a car? No. Ever got in a speeding ticket? No. Talked myself out of getting them. Very proud of that. Ever ran out of gas? No. Again, I'm a worry wart. Like, oh gosh, it's so fitting, like the kind of work that I do when I think about it, because I'm like, no, I'm not going to run out of gas. I'm going to make sure I have enough to get where I'm going. Even when I was broke, right? When I was like 20 years old, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I made ends meet. And yeah, no, not running out of gas. I'm just sitting where I'm going to sit and try, and just catching a ride or whatever. Not going to run out of gas. Not going to be stuck. Don't like to be stuck. What else? Let me see. Let me think. Trying to think where we are at in this long list. Okay. No. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? Sourdough. I used to like rolls, but now I'm liking the sliced better. It's more convenient to bite the sandwich. Has to have alfalfa sprouts, olives, some, turkey or salami or ham, some smoked Gouda, or maybe a pepper jack cheese, onions, tomatoes, pepperoncinis, pickles. I think I covered everything. I'm a little much of a sandwich snob, to be honest with you. Let's see. Best thing to eat for breakfast. Bagels with cream cheese. And maybe some lox with it. or waffles and syrup, or an omelet. I mean, it's kind of hard to narrow it down. Let's see. What is your usual bedtime? During the week, usually about 10:30. That's not enough time for sleep, and I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress on that. During the weekends, it could be way later, but then I can sleep in the next day on the weekends. I know. He'll be back. So on the weekends, there is no bedtime on the weekends. It's whenever I pass out. But during the week, 10:30 at the latest. Are you lazy? I have lazy moments. Like now. I'm having a very lazy moment right now. So lazy, I should go turn on the lights, but I'm not going to do that. No, but in all seriousness, sometimes I do feel like I'm lazy, like I'm not getting all my goals accomplished. But there's some aspects of my life that no way am I lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm getting up every single day, putting in work. So, and I'm taking care of my kids and taking care of a home and my relationship with my husband and my friendships. I'm trying to be a better friend and, you know, but I have my lazy moments. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? Okay, so one year I thought it would be humorous to dress up as a 9-year-old as a prostitute. Not a prostitute. Well, yeah, like a high-priced hooker. And of course, the teachers and everyone did not know how to react to it. I had like fishnet stockings and little black pumps that I took from my mom's closet. And I had this cute, back in the 80s, like in the 90s, like, yeah, 80, it was in the 80s. I had the, you know, this black leather skirt, because people were wearing leather back then, like crazy people, even children. And I had that on and some like little top that I stole from my mom, and I had my hair down and I put on her makeup. But what I left the house as was Sherlock Holmes, like a girl Sherlock Holmes. My mom had like this beautiful like cape, kind of like a Sherlock Holmes cape with the little cute little cap that he wore. And we had the magnifying glass, and so I left home with that costume that she helped me create, and then underneath it was I'm like, I was a hellion, and I don't even know, I was like always trying to push the envelope. I guess that's that Aquarian rebellion or something, I don't know, but somebody should have yanked me and was like, but they didn't. And so then I put my little cape and everything back on when it was time to get ready to go home, and I'm Sherlock Holmes girl. But so that's that one year, that when I was 9. One year I was a ballerina because I thought, oh, that would make me popular. No, it was a badass tutu too. Like my mom like went all out, but no. 8th grade, I was a a fortune teller. I had a crystal ball. If I can find, I'm not going to make that promise, but if I ever find it, maybe it'll be in a favorites video. I'll show you guys a picture of me in my 8th grade costume where I'm all dressed up like a gypsy, or I hate to use the word gypsy, but that's probably what the look I was going for. It's not politically correct. But I was a fortune teller. And lo and behold, here I am today. Let's see. And then after that, I don't really like to dress up now. It's kind of a pain in the ass to me. What is your Chinese astrological sign? Oh, I thought for the longest time I was a monkey, but it turns out I was like I'm born at the early part of 1980, and so it turns out I was like a sheep, I think it is. Not sure. How many languages can you speak? 1, and that's English. In high school, I took 3 years of French, even advanced French. Can't speak a lick of it now. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? We do. We get the New Yorker. And my mother gifted me Essence magazine, which is like, it's a African American women's magazine that's been out for a very long time. It just kind of talks about, shows like, you know, beauty tips and articles about people of color and what's impacting people of color and what's going on. And yeah, so that, but the New Yorker was a gift subscription I got for my husband. Like, what has Bishop got into? I should go check on my dog. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? Legos. Are you stubborn? And no, not really stubborn, I don't think. Who is better, Leno or Letterman? I think Letterman. I don't like his drier sense of humor than I do Leno. Leno's like, you know, like, I don't know, folksy kind of comedy, and I don't know, I personally like raunchy comedy, if you really want to know the truth of the matter. So, truth be told, I was never watching Letterman or Leno, even when I was a little girl growing up. I was watching like Eddie Murphy's Raw, like at like, I don't know, 6 years old, 7. My parents, they were so, loved them to pieces. I was a little mess. But anyways, just so you guys know, I may have sounded like a hellion, but I made really good grades. Like, I took honors and advanced placement classes. I was like on a track to go to college. But I like to push authority. So funny. Ever watch soap operas? A little bit. My daycare provider would watch them, and my grandmother watched them, and my mom would watch them because my grandmother watched them. So I kind of would watch them. I think like General Hospital and One Life to Live, and I was more partial to those ones, but I don't know. My dad watches them from time to time still. And let's see. Are you afraid of heights? Yes. Yeah. I get very dizzy. It's like, why even bother going up on heights? I don't even like flying. No, I'm not a fan of heights. Who is? But some people are more okay with it, but not me. Do you sing in the car? Yes. Do you sing in the shower? Oh, yes. Do you dance in the car? I do. Ever used a gun? No. Nope. I'm not going to go into politics or anything like that, but just so people understand, like, I'm very much pro, people can do what they want. You know, I live in America. I believe in our amendment rights, but on a personal level, growing up in an urban city environment in Oakland in the heyday of like the crack cocaine epidemic and, you know, a lot of gun violence and losing classmates to gun violence and friends, dear friends, not okay with guns. So no, I've never shot a gun. Don't know if I ever will. We'll see. Let's see. Last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer? Probably when I was in school. Oh, that's bad. By a photographer? No, that's not true. That's not true. Like, but it hasn't been a recent family portrait. I think I don't know, guys. Oh, I do know. And this is sad. I'm not really into like formal portraits, never have been. I like candid shots better. But I had my maternity shot with my daughter, Ella, because, well, I didn't do any maternity photo shoots when I was pregnant with my sons. I was a really young mother when I had my sons. So when I had Ella, I was, you know, in my 30s, and I'm like, you know, just living it up as being a mother who can like finally enjoy that moment in her life. So I got a professional photo shoot, and yeah, it was amazing. Let's see. Do you think musicals are cheesy? No, I do not. I do go to musicals. I have gone to musicals. I love Evita. I've gone to see, like, I think My Fair Lady, and what was one? Oh, The Wizard of Oz was turned into a musical that I went to see. I've seen a few. Like, I can't even name them. There's been quite a few. I'm not afraid to go to a good... Oh, one on the life of Mahalia Jackson, which was excellent. My mother and I went to see that. She's a gospel singer that was like, I think she was friends with Martin Luther King Jr. and like my grandmother adored her. So we went to go see the musical of her life, which was amazing. Is Christmas stressful? Yes. And the more I get older, the more I'm getting to a place where I'm wanting to boycott it. But every year I get sucked right into it. It's to the point that I don't necessarily enjoy it anymore, because it's like, oh my God, I'm stressing about making it be this special event for my kids. So I'm looking forward to the day when I'm finally not stressing out about it. Ever eat I don't even know what this is, so I'm going to say no. Ever eat a pierogi? Pierogi? Somebody can enlighten me what that is. I'm going to say no. Favorite type of fruit pie? Cherry. Although some years it's apple. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. I wanted to be a teacher at one point, a cultural anthropologist at another time, a fashion designer, a writer, all throughout my life. That actually never stopped. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and a meteorologist and a storm chaser. I always wanted to be a meteorologist. I used to be really good at kind of like, you know, paying attention and being like and predicting the weather patterns, but it's been kind of unpredictable. It's kind of hard to gauge. It's not as simple as it used to be. Do you believe in ghosts? I do. Ever have a deja vu feeling? Yes. That does happen. No, it used to happen more often, but not as much anymore, but yeah. Do you take a vitamin daily? I do. I take vitamin D because I take vitamin D to help absorb, to help absorb it, I have to take calcium with it, which is good for my bones anyway. So I take calcium, vitamin D. I was doctor ordered to take vitamin D. Apparently dark-skinned people, I'm sorry about hitting my mic. They don't have the ability to soak in a lot of sun. So, how do I say this? They don't have the ability to soak in the sun. It's a beautiful thing because our skin naturally repels the sun like it should. So you don't die from, Anyways, but the issue is because it's repelling, it's blocking out important vitamin D I need to get. So I have to take vitamin D, and I have to take a pretty high dose because I work indoors. So because I work indoors and I have dark skin, so even if I sit outside for 20 minutes, I'm still not going to get enough vitamin D like I need. So I take those two. I take vitamin C, and I think that's it. I take vitamin C, vitamin D, calcium. And yeah, I do. And it's helped me. And I rarely ever get a cold. I feel healthy and strong. I live by them. But I cannot take a multivitamin. For some reason, they make me sick. Let's see. Do you wear slippers? I do. I do wear slippers. In the summertime, no. Because it's hot out here in Sac in the summer. But in the wintertime, oh yeah, I've got my little Ugg slippers on. Do you wear a bathrobe? Yes, I do wear a bathrobe. I have 2 robes. One that's kind of thin that I wear. No, 3. 2 that's kind of thin. And one that's thick and like it's not terry cloth, I forgot. It's like some kind of velour-y kind of material. I love it. Let's see. What do you wear to bed? Usually pajamas. Sometimes a longer t-shirt, but generally pajamas, like a set. Or comfy lounge pants with a t-shirt. Let's see. What was your first concert? I want to say it was to see... I want to say, was it MC Hammer? It was a free MC Hammer concert in like 1990, maybe at the latest. Could have been 1989. I was a hellion on. That was quite the year. It was like the year I was in the Bay Area in 89. That was like the year of the Loma Prieta earthquake. So it was like, and it was like the World Series. The A's went to the World Series, and it was just like a time in history. And I was like, oh my God. But I think I saw MC Hammer in a free concert for all the kids of the urban areas in the Bay Area at the time. They like all these several artists at the time. Sorry, I don't want it to do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Target. I like Target. There's so much to find in there, and their prices are reasonable. Kmart is becoming obsolete. You can't really find them anymore. And Walmart, every time I'm in there, I'm always irritated. Some customers pissing me off. Some employee or manager is talking down to an employee, and that burns me up. And I always feel guilty, I always feel guilty shopping in Walmart, but Target, guilt-free shopping for some reason. Big bad corporation. Nike or Adidas? Adidas for style. Nike. Adidas for style. I don't even know if I ever owned a pair of Adidas, but I like their style, but I just never bought a pair. I just wear Nikes because they're just convenient to go say, oh, I need a pair of running shoes. Let me grab those. But I love the way Adidas look, you know, that urban hip hop look. Cheetos or Fritos? Fritos, hot Fritos. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds. Ever hear of the group Trabian? No. Ever take dance lessons? Yes. I took, as a little girl, part of my private school, it was, they had a little ballet class. And then in in junior high and high school, I took like a jazz ballet dance class as part of my physical fitness requirement. And it was actually quite challenging, and I adored it. I was very fit during that time. Let's see. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? No, because I'm living in that's come to be. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? No. Can you curl your tongue? No. Ever won a spelling bee? No, but I can spell really well. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yes. Countless times, actually. I've been moved to tears. Births of my children, my wedding, happy for my friends. Something happened for them. They got a job of a lifetime. I don't know. Oh, when, you know, I've got approved for a home, you know, a home loan. I don't know. I'm trying to think. So, but yeah, there's been many times. Seeing friends I hadn't seen in a long time. Let's see. Own any record albums. I used to, but not anymore. I don't have a record player. And that was the next question. Do you own a record player? I don't. Do you regularly burn incense? I do. Every day. All the time. Ever been in love? Oh, yeah. Lucky me. Oh, yeah. Who would you like to see in concert next, I'm going to say? Well, I can't say next. I want to see again Nika Costa. I adore her to pieces. She was just in Oakland, but I live in Sacramento, which is like now like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now 3 hours with traffic. It's like an explosion in California of traffic. So it was during a weeknight like Thursday. I can't go on a Thursday night. It's just not practical. But I hope she comes back a little bit closer, or during a night I can go drive down there. Let's see, where are we? Okay, where are we? Oh, okay, so we're making, oh, wait, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Okay, I'm like, oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. Hot tea or cold tea? I have to choose. I like both. Sometimes I want hot, sometimes I want cold. I like sweet tea. I like cold sweet tea. And I like hot herbal teas. Tea or coffee? Now, if it's between tea or coffee, and I can only choose, it'd be coffee. Sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Snickerdoodles, because I like the little added little cinnamon. Can you swim well? Not at all. I'm an awful, awful swimmer. In fact, I nearly drowned when I was 7 years old, and it traumatized me to the point that I'm not really inclined to learn, and it'd be an unfortunate demise for me if I drown, but that just maybe, that's just, no. It was so traumatic that I was like, no, but I don't try to talk about it much around my kids about it, and my daughter is an excellent swimmer. My kids swim, they're not afraid. I'm grateful for that. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. Are you patient? For the most part, yes. DJ or band at a wedding? DJ. I get impatient with bands sometimes. Ever won a contest? Yes, I have. I've won a couple of contests in my life. Writing contests, and a contest that I won this very expensive bottle of perfume from Macy's. It was J'adore by Dior, a perfume. Like, wow. I was like, it's like, oh my God, so exciting. Have you ever had plastic surgery? No. I had LASIK on my eyes, but that was like a necessity. Like, you guys don't know, I was nearly blind. So, well, I did go to the plastic surgery center to get a mole removed, but because it was cosmetic, that's the reason why I wanted this big old ginormous mole that was right here, I had to go to the plastic surgery center to have it done. So, does that count? Which are better, black or green olives? Black. Can you knit or crochet? No, I cannot. Best room for a fireplace? The family room. Do you want to get married? I am married. If married, how long have you been married? Let's what are we, 2018? 6 years. Yeah. Who was your high school crush? Oh my gosh. I had a lot of high school crush. I was boy crazy in high school. Afraid so. But I ended up having a huge crush on this one guy. I don't know. He kind of, I don't know. I'm glad nothing panned out in retrospect. And then the other crush that I had turned out to be the father of my sons. So, yeah, it was him. And now I'm like, why did I even have a crush on him? Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? No. Do you have kids? Oh, yeah, I do. I have a 20-year-old son, a 16-year-old son, and a 7-year-old daughter. And to honor all of my children, I had a son. So I had Dante, who is 20, Devin, who is deceased, who lived for 6 weeks. He was born between Dante and Daniel. Daniel is 16 and Ella is 7. So I had 4 kids, but 3 living. Do you want more kids? I'm going to say more kids because I already have kids. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't. I'd say 95% I don't want more kids. 5%, you know, because as you move out of your 30s and you go into your 40s, you're like, oh my gosh, this is it. I can't have any more kids. But I like freedom too much. Let's see. What is your favorite color? Probably teal or turquoise. Yeah. And do you miss anyone right now? Oh gosh, yes. Yes, I do. I miss my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, Ella, who my daughter's named after. And I am especially missing my 2 friends who I lost this past season, Albert and Colleen. I love them to pieces, and they love me to pieces right back. And I miss them. I miss them so much. But as far as like missing like past lovers or anybody like that, no. Once I'm done, like if I wasn't married, let me tell you something. There is no missing no man. I don't do all that. I don't do the pining and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, I'm broken heart. Nope. There's no 3 of Swords going on because I'm too Queen of Swords at this point. I'm too like, oh no. There's no time for missing, broken, like hearted kind of situations. I don't do that. And who are you going to tag to do this video next? All of you. After getting through all of this, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I thought I was going to be fast, but of course I'm long-winded. But that was fun. So if you hung it in this long and you learned a little bit about me, thank you. That was fun. So I'm going to go finish the rest of my beer and relax. Much love, you guys. Chat with you later. Bye.